Howdy all, Black's Lives. I think it's time to play a little 7 Days to Die. Alright, I thought I'd come out here and do this fetch quest. I need a few points. I got a couple of skills I'm working on. And so I want to go ahead and see if I can't do some work here. Okay, looks like it's on this side of the house. And right in this room. Come on. Alright, that part's done. Grab these crates here. Ooh, nice. Iron chest armor. I'd take it. So I ended up going to a couple of open houses this weekend, and man, I'll tell you what, I don't like to do stuff like that. So it's one of those social obligation things for me, and you know, with all the COVID stuff and my fairly sedentary, or not sedentary, that's not the word I want. My hermit-like, let's go with that. My hermit-like existence, my introverted existence. I don't really go out a whole lot, and you know, so we go out to these open house things, and of course everybody's like, "Oh, I ain't seen you in so long," you know, and which I don't have a big problem with, but where is my bike? There you are. Okay, I need to go east. And you know, so I've got a bad shoulder at the moment. I've had it since, I don't know, November-ish last year. It's getting a lot better. But I definitely injured my shoulder. I'm pretty sure dragging around this giant busted up trampoline that belongs to my sister and her family, and they just keep saying they're going to do something about it, but it's still in the yard, busted up so nobody can use it, and right in the middle of the way, right? So I tried to drag it out behind one of the buildings, and I didn't realize it wasn't going to fit because I didn't pay enough attention. And so when I reached the corner, it hit two different trees, which really yanked on the arm that was holding it, which is the arm that's super sore now. And oh, you know what? This place isn't open yet. It's too early for that place. Oh, man. And so so we go to this thing, and I'm standing there talking to a guy that I know, and it was his kid's open house. And so My cousin's husband was there as well, and so he came over and we were chit chatting. And then this guy I know uh, comes walking up and just starts slapping me on the shoulder, just like hard, you know. And I'm just like, ugh, yep. And my shoulder hurt for a day, a full day, 24 hours after just pounded away. You know, one of those things where he's like, bam, 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 how you doing, big man? You know, and I'm just like, oh, I hurt when people do this. I've talked to other people, and they say it's weird that it happens, but it happens to me all the time. Um, where's my wrench? Also, I should probably put on this iron armor. I don't know. Yeah, it is better than this. Okay. Uh, but I don't know what it is. I don't understand this whole. I don't know what you call it. Macho posturing. Maybe that's what you call it. Uh, it's just not something that I ever cared about. And oh, I found a scope. Nice. Although it's an 8x scope, which is a bit larger than I prefer, and definitely won't fit on my gun. Seriously, I don't have my wrench. Weird. I'll repair this thing while I'm standing here. I can't believe I didn't bring my wrench. I was gonna bust up some of these cars. They're just sitting around here, but while I waited. Or they do that thing where they go to shake your hand, but instead of shaking your hand, they grab really hard and yank you toward them. Or they do the thing where they go to shake your hand, but instead of just shaking your hand, they squeeze really hard while they're shaking your hand. I don't understand. It's just so bizarre to me. I mean, I don't like to shake hands anyways, but, you know, what are you going to do? Come on, guy. The other thing I don't like about going to those things is okay, I don't go out of my way to start conversations, but I don't dislike having conversations. And so I don't like those things because if you go to them and you do start a conversation, it never fails that someone will come up and stand uh, in between you and the person you're talking to and start talking to them while you were talking to them. And then the person you're talking to will just, you know, start talking to that person instead of you, even though you're in the middle of saying something. I hate that stuff. I feel like a stand-in, right? I'm just there till they find somebody better to talk to. Honestly, it feels like it's annoying. Although, I mean, I guess it's kind of what it is for myself because I don't. I'm single, and pretty much everybody I know that's an adult at this point is married. And for the most part, once they get into that dating slash married phase, if you're still single, you're no longer worth being associated with, because now it's time to find other couples to hang out with. Um, and that annoys me. I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to me. Uh, oh, how much longer for you open? You should be open now, right? Six, or is it 6:30? It's six. Oh no. Thanks, guy. I appreciate being yanked far away because I was there a minute early.
Is there some wipe that smirk off your
Ooh.
face?
Times 2 might work. Let me see if his stuff is updated. I don't know how often stuff gets updated. Because I could really use. No, I don't see.
How about you browse your ass right out of the store?
I don't want to do buried. Let's do this. This is really close. I don't even need the bike for this one. I can just walk. That's not true. I'm going to take the bike anyways. I did manage to get out to a couple of movies. So spoilers for a couple of theater movies. The first one I want to talk about is Top Gun, the new Top Gun movie. So original Top Gun is an 80s action movie, right? And there's not a lot of thought usually into an 80s action movie. And so, I'm not going into this thing expecting it to be thought-provoking or deep in content, being a sequel to an 80s action movie. But yeah, it was okay. I at the open house, one of the guys, my cousin's husband, he said that he thought it was excellent, and I'm like, well, I like Top Gun, so I mean, I don't think it's an amazing movie, but it's a fun movie. If you call a movie where one of the main characters gets killed off, fun movie, I do. And so I went to check it out, and yeah, it wasn't bad, but it was nonsensical. Um, it, it felt a lot like Iron Eagle, which is another 80s movie. When they got to the end of it, all I could think of was Iron Eagle. Um, and oh, it's down below me. I don't know why I came in here. I didn't come in here to loot. I came in here to get that thing and go on my way. It seemed silly to me that Tom Cruise would still be a pilot in the Air Force at this point. And then I'm supposed to believe that, he's the best pilot ever. They've never had a better pilot. And they bring in all these pilots because they've got a mission they need done. The mission can only be done by the best pilots. And he's a test pilot for the Air Force now. And he's testing their supersonic jets, right? Gotta fly Mach 10. and so they bring him back to Top Gun, which is air a jet fighter academy thing. From my understanding of Top Gun, based on the Top Gun movie that I saw, a long time ago, and so they bring him in to get their pilots who are already Top Gun graduates prepared for this mission where, for whatever reason, they have to Star Wars it. uh, they gotta fly and they gotta hit the 2 meter target. They got to bullseye a 2 meter target while flying up over a mountain, down into a valley, and then almost immediately back up over the next mountain. All while being worried about 5th generation fighter planes. And so it was a lot of rehash of kind of a repeat of the first movie, mixed in with just some super nonsense. And then when they get to the end of the movie, because it's I don't know, I feel like I don't understand what the story was supposed to be about. Oh, and so it just it was weird. It was a lot of, I don't know.
Watch your back.
It was weirdly like repeating the same flying scenes over and over. Not exactly, but they kept flying the same thing, trying to get it right. They kept
Watch
trying to
yourself, stranger. I know some fellers
kept
that
trying to
don't
get
look
it, kept trying to get it,
Look,
and
you better not make me regret this.
all right. I need to go back to my base here and unload. Okay, I think I need 2 points to put another point into whatever I was putting a point into, so I can get the next level up. Because I'm trying to get Hobo Stew, right? And then I also need points. I'm just gonna have to get the points, I think, in Minor 69er. Let me just check Minor 69er right now. Because I think I do have a point in Minor 69er. Uh, or is it this one? I'm pretty sure the headlamp is locked in. Oh no, it's not. I was thinking it was locked in a thing, but it's not. It's not. I don't even need that one. Never mind. I can't do anything until I get a specific recipe, apparently. Where's my home? Where am I compared to my home? Southwest. Yeah, there you are. Come on, bike. Get around that. But yeah, so it was fun, but it wasn't as amazing as he was leading me to believe. I guess maybe I enjoyed Top Gun, but I wasn't enamored with Top Gun. So maybe if I was a huge fan of Top Gun, it would be better. But I mean, for me, Top Gun is just a 80s plane action movie, right? Like Iron Eagle or What's the one where Clint Eastwood goes to steal the thought-driven plane from the Russians? I don't remember what that one's called off the top of my head. Um, Phoenix Fire or something like that. Um, but yeah, it's like one of those old movies. And then the other one I watched was uh, the new Jurassic Park movie. Uh, so you got a movie series about dinosaurs, and there's lots of dinosaurs in this movie. But you got a movie about dinosaurs. Why? Why is your movie not about the dinosaurs? All the other movies were about the dinosaurs. So why is this movie not about the dinosaurs? I don't understand. Uh, I mean, I get it. There's only so many times you can do a dino park, right? But it was a weird, like, industrial espionage kind of story where I don't even understand, where they kidnap a girl because she's a clone. Okay, spoilers, obviously. This cracks me up. So the woman from, okay, the dude who did the dinosaurs in the first movie, Hammond, right? I think in the later movies, it's been a while since I watched him, but he's got a granddaughter who died, and so in this movie, she's apparently a genius geneticist, and she decided to, yes, nice. That is my just about my favorite setup there. I need some uh I need to get my hands on some um silencer. That's the other piece I'm missing. But she's an expert geneticist who decides she wants to have a baby, I guess, and so she clones herself and then carries her clone to term and then has the baby, right? And so she's her own daughter. And so I don't have a problem with that. I understand the science and stuff behind all that. I mean, I don't understand the science behind all that. I'm not saying I'm a geneticist. I'm saying that I understand how, in layman's terms, how that would work, right? Take an egg, empty it, put in the DNA. They do that stuff. And so, so she has the child, and then after she has the child, she discovers that she has a rare genetic disorder that's fatal, and so she figures out how to cure the child by rewriting her DNA. So she's well enough to find the cure for the child, but then doesn't opt to treat herself, I guess, because she's dead now from the disease. Uh, and so what has happened is the company that owns the dinosaur stuff, which isn't Hammond's company anymore, has released dinosaur locusts on the world. They're about the size of a cat. Um, and those locusts are eating all the crops that aren't their seeds. And so the plan is to let those locusts eat everything that's not the company's seeds so that everyone has to buy their seeds from the company. So I will grant you that the locusts are the dinosaur version of the locusts. But who cares about locust swarms in a dinosaur movie? It wasn't like when Godzilla fights the Kamacuras, which are Godzilla-sized praying mantis. It was a swarm of locusts. Everybody's seen a swarm of locusts. I mean, I haven't seen one in real life, but, you know, in movies, I have seen a swarm of locusts. And all they are is a swarm of locusts. That's it. And there's like, oh, well, this is the end of the world because it's going to destroy all of the food. And then every single main character, basically, from all the Jurassic Park movies are in this movie. Um, you know, the hero characters, and they all end up, and then they've got like Easter egg kind of nods to the previous movies, and you know, and I'm just like, okay, okay, but the dinosaurs, and there are dinosaurs in it, and the dinosaurs do stuff, but it's not like the dinosaurs are the focus of anything. They're just there in the background, or like they have to run away from them a couple of times. Uh, but I'm just I wasn't pleased. I didn't hate it, but I don't know. It was weirdly like scenes from Aquaman, except instead of Aquaman and Black Mantis fighting on the rooftops, it was the woman from the previous couple of Jurassic Park movies running away from a raptor that was chasing her on the rooftops in like a Middle Eastern city, like Morocco, I think. Is Morocco Middle Eastern? I think. I mean, Morocco's not Middle Eastern. Morocco's Mediterranean. There we go. Mediterranean city. I'm just like, okay, well, good for you. So we got a roof chase scene like it's a James Bond film. Uh, because there's a fighting pit in the middle of Morocco where they're fighting dinosaurs. And then there's like, I don't know, just a dumb scene where like they need the information off this guy, and so him and Chris Pratt are fighting each other, and the guy gets knocked down, and so there's a dinosaur there, and that dinosaur grabs the guy's arm, which knocks him down into position so a different dinosaur can grab his other arm. And then Chris Pratt demands that he, you know, gives up the information, and then the guy gives it to him, and then another dinosaur pulls its chain loose and bites his head off, right? It's not about the dinosaurs, because then once they did that, they just went on their way. They didn't help anybody stop the dinosaurs. There was barely any like Chris Pratt, the dinosaur trainer, right? It was just all chasing down this girl, because if the scientist guy from the previous movies could get a hold of her, then maybe he could figure out her mother's technique for rewriting the DNA, and uh, he could rewrite a virus into the DNA of one of the locusts, and then release it into the locust swarms, and then that would get rid of the locusts. And I'm just like, this is a franchise about dinosaurs. Why are you doing all this industrial espionage stuff? A lot of the movies run around inside of a facility, like stealing the key to get through the doors and trying to get a sample of the locust DNA so they can prove that whatever the name of the company is, Syngenesis or whatever it is. I forget the name of the company. Uh, oh, that was just right there. Uh, so yeah, and then the dinosaurs are just everywhere now. They just live everywhere. And so they keep showing like TV news reports of dinosaurs attacking people just everywhere. Because in the, I don't know, however long it's been since the last movie, the dinosaurs have spread across the entire planet. And they now just live like somehow there are dinosaur like stegosauruses walking through the middle of town, and there's the goofiest scenes at the end of the movie where like they keep showing they talk about how everything's got to live together in harmony and find its ecostasis point or whatever, and so they got these scenes where like Monoceros is oh, not a Monoceros, a Monoceratops is herd is hanging out with an elephant herd as they walk across the plains together, and like these birds lift up off of the shallow lake bed, and then like pterodactyls also lift up off the shallow lake bed with them, or like they show this little girl in a park in Washington, um, next to like a pond with ducks in it, and she's feeding bread to a tiny little feathered dinosaur, right? And I'm just like, they show a herd of horses running, and then there's a hadrosaur running with, or hadrosaur herd mixed in with the horses, and I'm just like, oh, this is. Uh, there was a scene too where so they got
Oh, no.
the Dimetrodon. Okay, I don't do that, so let's. Ooh, nice. I don't think that changes anything. No.
Get
So,
the hell out of my store. It's for real customers.
yeah.
If you want work from, you better not fuck this up, or I'll cut you guys.
So, uh, yeah, they got this dinosaur Dimetrodon, and from what I understand, uh, given my understanding of dinosaurs, they believe that it's like a lizard. It's not even a dinosaur. It's a lizard, fairly big lizard, but it has like a sail fin on its back, like just a vertical fin that runs down the back of it. And so they believe that that fin was either to help it. They believe the fin was to allow it to regulate its body temperature, right? And or at least what I had read before. Well, guess where those were at in the new movie, right? Out sunning on. No, they were in a dark cave, completely black cave, just underground. Is where they had those guys. I'm like, what? What? Ugh. Yeah. So I don't know. The dinosaurs. To me, Jurassic Park was all about the dinosaurs, and instead we had a movie about trying to rescue their clone daughter, Chris Pratt, and the oh, what's her name? Howard. Something Howard. because she's Ron Howard's daughter, right? Uh, I can't remember, but she was in the previous movie, right? Previous two movies. She ran Jurassic World, um, and so the two of them had gone into hiding. I don't even remember. I think they rescued her in the previous movie from the. Oh, right. This is a clear thing, not a run around and find the thing. They rescued her from like the mansion, right, where they were auctioning off the dinosaurs so that they could stop the dinosaurs from spreading, which clearly didn't matter. Tell you what, healing from punching is probably going to help me. I get a lot of punches in, so. Oh, dinosaur. Nope, dinosaurs, zombies. I need you. And then I also thought it was really weird that, so like in the first movie, oh, okay. In the first movie, they had, it was this one, right? Yep. So I need to get this to level 5. Oh, for some reason I thought that was 2 points. I need to get this to level 3 so that I can make Hobo Stoop. That's my plan. Um, so in the very first Jurassic Park movie, they had Jeff Goldblum, right? I'm pretty sure he's in the first movie, and he plays right, the Malcolm, Dr. Malcolm, the mathematician. I think he's a mathematician. I know he's about chaos theory, and then like in the next movie, he's like trying to stop whatever's going on. Right, he goes out with those guys because he has experience. Is that the second movie? That might be the third movie where he comes back and he goes out with those guys, and the one group is uh they think they're there to get some information or something, but they're actually there to get the dinosaur DNA and stuff. And so oh crap, there's seriously modding. Nice. Uh and so he's kind of against the whole dinosaur thing, right? Well, in this one, oh, he works for the company. I'm just like, that's so weird. He's there to get paid by them to give lectures about how they're doing everything wrong, like what they're doing is wrong. And I'm just like, that's such a weird way to shoehorn him into. Uh, there's the button. All right. But yeah, I don't know. It was all right. It just wasn't as much about the dinosaurs as I was expecting it to be, given that it was a Jurassic World movie. I was trying to think. I don't think there was a single point in that movie where I thought the dinosaurs were going to get somebody. Oh, and then like this was one of those Easter egg moments that I just kind of rolled my eyes at. So the guy who's in charge of the company, right? Who's behind all the conspiracy stuff that's happening. He has on his bookshelf the Barbasol can that was used in the first movie, Jurassic Park movie, to try and bring out the materials, and the one where Wayne Knight right goes out and then in the middle of the storm and crashes his car, and then the frilled lizard gets in the car with him and then sprays him with poison, and so he packs up his stuff, including that can, and then tries to flee the island in the middle of the storm. And that happens in this movie. And oh, oh, I think I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take this. I'd get more use out of the forge, I think. Although I can get some parts out of this machine gun bundle. Let's go with that, because I can make.
Let's
Nope.
make a pact. Can't say I'm not surprised. Good luck, kid.
Okay, I should be able to scrap this down into some parts. Did I get some machine gun parts out of that? I don't think I did. Oh man, I thought I'd get some machine gun parts out of that. But yeah, it was all right. I really was looking forward to a new dinosaur story, and it wasn't. uh, Especially watching it back to back with right, Maverick, and I was rolling my eyes at that movie because I don't know. I guess it wasn't in a nostalgia mood. I wanted a good new story, not a repeat of old stories. Um, Not that I guess Jurassic World Dominion didn't have a new story, just that its story wasn't spectacular. Um, all right, well, with that, I'm gonna head back toward my base here, but I'm gonna call it a day. So, be better than small things, lean in the light. I will talk to you later.